Okay, so now we're in section 1.5 and we're back to some problem solving pertaining to lines. In this section here, it starts out by just solving some linear equations. For example, number 32, 3 times 2x minus 5 plus 4 equals 2 times 4x plus 3. So we're just solving for x. Distribute and get 6x minus 15 plus 4 equals 8x plus 6. Always combine your like terms. So this here will give me 6x minus 11 equals 8x plus 6. Get all the x's to one side. So I'll subtract 8x. So, and I can add the 11 to the other side. So then this gives me negative 2x equals 17, and x is 17 over negative 2. And remember, at this point, it's technically only a possible solution. It only becomes a solution when you take this and substitute it back into the original. Nothing becomes a solution until it satisfies the original equation. Okay. In number 50, the applications, we are told that in triangle ABC, angle B is twice as large as angle A. So in number 50, this pertains to a triangle. So in number 50, and we have three angles in a triangle, ABC. And it says that angle B is twice the measure of angle A. Well, if you don't know what angle A is, we call it x. And angle B is twice that, so that's 2x. And then angle C is 20 more than angle A. 20 more than angle A means x plus 20. All three angles in a triangle, you may recall, must sum to 180 degrees. So I just simply add all three angles and set it equal to 180. 3x and 1x is 4x, plus 20 equals 180. Subtract 20 and get 160. Divide by 4 and x is 40. So this means angle A is 40 degrees, angle B is 80 degrees, and angle C is 60 degrees. And we can check because all three angles sum to 180. 60 and 40 is 100, plus 80 is 180 degrees. Next is number 52. I'm sorry, 52. It talks about a rectangular garden. The children at Tiny Tots Daycare plant a rectangular vegetable garden with a perimeter of 39 meters. The length is twice the width. Find the dimensions of the garden. So here we're dealing with the rectangular garden, so we can draw that. And we are told that the length is twice the width. Well, if I don't know what the width is, call it x. And the length is twice that. Well, a rectangle has two lengths and two widths, so then the perimeter, the distance around it, is 39 meters. So add up all the sides. 2x plus 2x plus 1x plus 1x is 6x equals 39. Divide, and x is 39 over 6. You can simplify that. 3 goes into here 13 times, and 3 goes into here twice. So you could say that x is equal to 6.5. So that means the width is 6.5, and the length is 2 times 13 halves, or 13. So it's 6.5 by 13 would be the dimensions. Okay? Perimeter means the sum of all the sides. And 72, at the end of the section, they're just asking you to find the zeros of the linear function. When you solve a linear function for x, you also obtain the zero of the function, which we call is the solution. And if it passes through the x-axis, then we also call that the zero of the function and the x-intercept of its graph. So in number 72, f at x equals 5x plus 20. What's the 0 of the function? Set the function equal to 0 and solve it for x. So to find the 0 of the function, set it equal to 0 and solve for x. So 5x equals negative 20, and x would be equal to negative 4. In number 88, they're asking you to find the x-intercept and the 0 of the function by looking at the graph. Well, where does the graph pass through the x-axis? Well, number 88, it passes through the x-axis at 5, and the 0 would be 5, x equals 5, and the x-intercept would be 5, 0. Because remember, to be the x-intercept, y has to be 0. So that would be 5, 0, and the 0 would be x equals 5.